Welcome to At a Crossroads with a Naked Podcaster, where we bear it all emotionally and spiritually. This podcast is designed to support and uplift you as a Christian. I'm your host, Jen Taylor from momofeighteen.com. Each week on the podcast, I'll bring you an inspiring message to support you in designing and creating a vibrant, fulfilling life. Before we dive in, please visit all of the links in the communities, as this is a live broadcast. Feel free to ask questions I can answer during the podcast. At Crossroads with the Naked Podcasters for Christians who know that there is more to life and that our true, authentic souls are built for greatness. You are built with strength and love that is meant to shine through during times of conflict and celebration. Welcome. I can't wait to bear it all with you. In my business as a coach for Christian women, I help them to step into who they are meant to be and be inspired by their purpose and God-given gifts. Follow the links to sign up for my free training on how you as a Christian can begin to design the life that's meant for you. Reach out to me at any time on momofeighteen.com. Hello, and welcome to At a Crossroads with a Naked Podcaster. I am Jen Taylor, your host. Today, I'm going to talk about what happens when you put yourself out there in the world. This is who I am and what I do. And you find some sort of rejection or resistance to that. That can be really, really difficult to navigate. Here are a couple things. One, when people are positive, it's awesome and it's easy, right? No problems there. When people are super negative, that's also, at least for me, easy. I just delete them, block them, reject them, kick them out, whatever needs to be done. But the super positive and super negative people, that's the easy stuff. It's when you get that in between feeling and feedback that it becomes a little bit more difficult. Let me tell you what I mean by this. I recently went through a relaunch and I guess a rebranding, actually. I think about rebranding kind of as like the colors and pictures you use. And I didn't do a whole lot of that, but I did switch my demographic from executive women to Christian women. I did this because a year and a half ago, my husband and I decided we were going to really not just talk about how we should go to church and embrace our Christianity and add it more to our lifestyle and our family and our relationship to improve things. We weren't just going to have the conversation about that. We were actually going to do it. I've been a Christian in my life. And if people don't know that about me, then that means I'm being too passive in my approach. I'm not letting them know. I'm assuming that living by example is going to scream out at everyone that I believe in God and that Jesus is my savior. And that really doesn't cut the mustard. When this occurred and I realized people, and kind of including my kids to a certain level, but friends of mine didn't realize who I really was in my entirety, I had to admit that I wasn't being 100% authentic and I was being very passive and just kind of being an example. When my husband and I started going to church and really embracing this more, I've become more and more outspoken about that. And it actually makes me sad and feel bad that that's something that people don't realize about me. Just to let you know that if in your personality in any way you are being passive in your approach, that's a really easy way to say that you're not comfortable coming forward. It also means you're not being 100% raw and vulnerable or your authentic self. And those were things that I was proud that I did until I realized that I didn't. So in my newsletters, in my relaunch, and everything that I'm doing, I'm being more outspoken about that. And then I got this email. Hi, Jen. I had a strong reaction to your previous messages. I felt bad about what I read. I really, really like you. I think you are a wonderful, talented person. I see that you wish to serve Christian women because that is a big part of who you are. It is my experience that all religions do is separate and divide people. My value as a human being is just as important as anyone else's in this world, and I am not a Christian. I have encountered many Christian people who think they are better than or have better values than just because they are Christian. People are people. When we choose to serve only a particular religious niche, we discount the rest of humanity. I didn't know how to write this in a way that deepens a connection rather than causes alienation. Yet I feel very alienated by virtue of your decision. And I just wanted to present this and open up a conversation rather than a sense of disillusion. With warm regards. I got this email, and my first response is how grateful I was that a person who knows me and has followed me actually took the time to write this. It would be so easy when you're in this middle ground of people who aren't really excited about the changes that I'm making, don't really dislike me or what I'm doing. It's not super negative, but it's also not super positive. It'd be easy for her to just unsubscribe and walk away and never do anything. So, first thing is great appreciation and gratitude for people that actually want to start a conversation. I also realize that this may be a large population of people that I know, not super negative, but also not really positive, with some mixed feelings about this in general. And I actually took a couple solid days to really consider and think about this so that I knew how to respond. Since it's my opinion, if the really negative people leave and the really positive people are your cheerleaders, this large group of individuals really needs to be addressed. They are people that I care about and that I don't want to lose as friends or people that follow me. And yet, I need to address this situation. I took a couple days and actually asked a couple of my friends to help. And here's the interesting thing. My two best friends are agnostic at best. They're not Christian. They may have a belief, but they don't have any formal way to do that. There are a lot of people in the circle of people that I know and love that use words like spirituality, universe, God, or creator, words that are kind of neutral and can mean anything to anybody. Even the word religion and Christianity mean different things to different people. But I asked them because I wanted to have a really neutral input for how I was going to respond. It was so important to me to be able to address what I think is the biggest group of followers and what they may think or feel about the changes that I'm making and what that means for them. And this is how I responded. I'm so thankful you wrote. I love conversations and perspective, and I'm glad that you took the time. I really, really like you also. And here's the thing. I have been a Christian my entire life. That's looked different at times in my life. However, my faith and beliefs have remained consistent. Not only am I a Christian woman, but I am also from New England. I'm a runner. I'm a monogamous heterosexual. I'm a minimalist. I'm postmenopausal. I have several tattoos. I'm too loud at times. I'm politically conservative, and we're planning on living full time in our RV in the next couple of months. I'm lots of things, and many of them can become a wedge or can create diversity, connection, and conversation. We don't all have to have the same beliefs to love each other. My two best friends are agnostic at best, and they were both my most positive and supportive sounding boards while I was rebranding and relaunching. Letting people know who I am allows them to decide if I am a good fit for them to work with. Yes, religion can divide people, and some Christians may come across as better than. Many topics can do those things: politics, viewpoints on laws and regulations, school policies, and personal beliefs, to name a few. I'm meeting the needs of this niche, not trying to discount others. If an agnostic man wanted to take my course, I'd be all for it. This is part of my healing and stepping into my authenticity to fully and completely step into who I am. Stepping into who you are is terrifying because saying who you really are in all your glory can put others off. It can mean people you care about reject you because they see you as different than they imagined. I love how diverse we all are, yourself included. If you'd be interested in having a conversation about this on the podcast, I'd be open to that. I'm not interested in convincing each other of differing views or in having any type of feelings of conflict or disdain. And I'd love a conversation surrounding this topic. I think it's important that all views are heard as it affords others the opportunity to form their own opinions in an educated way. With much love, Jen. In response, this person said to me, "This is a beautiful response from a beautiful person. Much love to you." Here is the thing. There are so many topics, especially in this last 12 plus months of a pandemic, that can divide us. So many things have come up in the last year. We can decide to allow those to divide us, or we can decide to allow it to have inclusivity. We can allow it to include others and diversify us and open up connection and conversation. Or we can block people, remove people. And sometimes I admit that that becomes necessary. But for the most part, when you are a person in business or you have something that is so incredibly powerfully important to you that is part of your value system, sometimes that means that you have to elect to detach from some people. And other times it means it's an opportunity for you to be raw, vulnerable, and authentic and connect with other people. I don't know where that balance is with you, but I know that I wanted to address this out loud and proud. This is who I am. I'm a transformational coach that works with Christian women who are struggling. Sure, maybe you love the life that you have. Maybe it's wonderful in most ways, but yet somehow you feel like you've lost yourself. And I want to help you get through and past those traumas and triggers that are holding you back and embrace the life that you love and move forward in a healthy way. That may not resonate with lots of people, but at least I'm being true to myself and I'm opening up conversation with people who may not fit this very specific niche. And that's okay. I would love to hear from you in the comments or in a direct message. Please follow the links and check out what I do and who I am. Join the private Facebook group where exclusive content about lots of these topics lives. The links are all below or in my bio. I really, really look forward to connecting and collaborating with you. When I tell you to reach out to start a conversation, I am 100% raw, genuine, and authentic, that I absolutely love that, regardless of how we may be different. Have an amazing day. For investing your time with me on At a Crossroads with the Naked Podcaster. I'm so glad that you joined our conversation. If you can take 2 minutes to share this episode with someone you think can benefit from it or would have a positive impact on their life, that would be amazing. Go to the podcast page to sign up for the free membership site where all guest links are available. This podcast is designed to help you in your struggles. So reach out and let me know what you enjoy or what you would like to see more of. It will support me on the journey of causing a worldwide epidemic of healing, gratitude, and joy. Until next time, remember you are not alone in your struggle. Reach out to me on any platform. I love to connect. You are worth it to me. Have an amazing day.